look for the signs. You have to look for the signals that are letting you know what's to come, what's here, and what's being built. So for me, I'm always paying attention to the things around me, and I'm working to act on those things even better, right? So that I can completely take advantage of what I see. But the most dangerous thing that I've seen thus far in our conundrum or reality is the fact that we just not focus on the amount of opportunities that's in front of us. Because 60% return is a great return for anybody, I would imagine. You put 10,000 in and you get 6,000, profit. That sounds like a great return. You feel me? So there's still opportunities, and even when the market is going down, you can trade the market going down. You can use bots. You can use a multitude of different things to make money in any kind of market. And the most dangerous thing that's going on right now is a lack of opportunities, lack of job space. I looked at KFC. I'll go look at McDonald's. I'll go look at Target. I'll go look at all of these different chains, and they have robots working there. They have ways where you don't need to interact with a human being in order to get service. In China, they already have fully automated, right, restaurants and clothing places where you don't need to buy nothing from anybody. No human being working there at all. So the workforce is disappearing. Human capital is decreasing. Plus, and this is something that most people are not paying attention to, most people don't even want to go work a job, right? And in a while, maybe people will be begging to work a job, but at the same time, what's going to happen is people are going to decrease their necessity for their quality of life. So they're going to need less things. Now, in a time of stagflation, when the economy is not growing, prices are continuing to increase, and incomes are not increasing, meaning things are becoming more costly. That's less profits for business. People are not making as much money, right, because of inflation, so their spending is going to go down, right, and that's not going to be good for the economy. You're going to see a lot of businesses disappear, get acquired, a multitude of different things. And I remember when I was younger, we used to think in the hood that international news and big news didn't affect us, right? At the same time, it completely did. It affects you the most at the bottom. I hear accountants, I hear people all the time saying that, oh, y'all be teaching people about inflation. The average person that inflation not going to affect them. Keep the money in the bank. How? This is ridiculous, right? If inflation is at 10%, then that means that you just got a 10% decrease, right, in your income. Like, it's affecting everybody. Imagine if you can't. I know people that don't work jobs for goddamn decades and they ain't got a 10% raise. There's some people that you can't go to your boss right now and say, yo, I need a 10% raise. Inflation is affecting everything. Housing prices are skyrocketing. Transportation prices with gas skyrocketing. Food prices are skyrocketing. Clothing prices, school, everything. And inflation is actually higher than 10%, but the CPI model in which they use to measure inflation is broken. So for me, it's really around 20%, 30%. You understand me? Just based on the increase in prices that we see in certain areas, because it's going to affect people differently. If you drive to work every single day and we see a 20% increase in gas prices, and that's 20% inflation for you, because that's where your spending habits are occurred the most, so that's where it's going to affect you the most, right? So depending on each person, inflation is actually different, depending on how it affects you and where the prices have risen the most. And in poor neighborhoods, you're going to see those high prices rise. In the housing markets, they have risen. We are living in very unfortunate times for people who have less skill sets. So the more skill sets you have, the better heads you have to deal with the things that's going on in reality and in society. So the goal and the solution is education and skill set acquisition. That's my diversification, skill sets. But without the education, you won't even be able to have the observational tool to know what to do and or how to do it. You dig? But listen, man, I'm done with my ride. This was just some free game while I'm riding in the Uber. Text BWO 323-577-6692. You want to get educated, you want to get the skills to be able to observe, you understand me, and win in these uncertain times.